Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet, wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real impact on the important contest that lies ahead. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest. In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
It's little surprise, Peter, that this fella Tonali gets compared to some real legends of the game. The style of play, even his appearance. Yes, he'll be the one expected to take up a deeper role and play make from back there, but I see him as having a lot more than that in his game. His positioning is key. He reads the game particularly well. He's headed for stardom.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Rafinha. And he's gone searching crossfield. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Hall. Tonali. Joelinton.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Rafinha. João Cancelo. Rafinha. Rafinha. Oh, nice touch. Well, crossed in early. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Nicely spread, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, the run has been sold. Gordon! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
They've played it short. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Yamal. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks.
And a chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Tonali. And it's Joelinton. To Elanga. Now it's Gordon. Dani Olmo. Now that's well seen too. Dealt with nicely by the defence. So it is still 0-0. Tonali. Spread it left. Elanga. And that pass just didn't quite work. Knocks it into space. De Jong providing an outlet on that flank. Looks a good ball through. Goes for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Tonali. Pedri gets a foot in here. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's nice. Dani Olmo has it out wide and in space. Played in deep. Rafinha! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
And it's Olmo. Gordon. Now that looks a decent ball. Barnes in acres of space out wide. Gordon! Spread out to the left. Rafinha. João Cancelo. And it's Olmo. Yamal. This is De Jong. Over to the left. Decent chance! It's a clearance, but not much of one. Lofted in. Gets his head on it! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. João Cancelo. Now, can they get him away? Pinches it off him. You have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he's managed to get free. Aimed beyond the defence. He has found a way through. Oh, he's played it in low. Good chance! There it is! The breakthrough strike! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Now it's Yamal. Yamal's... Oh, smashing header! That's a half-decent try.
Lewandowski certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And he thumps it clear. And he's been shifted off it. Elanga. Oh, good take in a good area. De Jong. Now it's Rafinha. And it's De Jong. Threads one in. Trippier. Linton. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. De Jong.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Distributed tidily. Played back into the centre. Looking for options for movement. Yamal. Referee's given a throw. Burn. Barnes. And it's Hall. Now Burn. That's really well cleared. Trippier. Now it's Gordon. And he's running through. And here's Gordon. Elanga. Now the cross. Koundé gets it away. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Dani Olmo. He's looking wide. That has ended up in no man's land. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible.
Takes a shot! They've done it! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. What do you think now about that goal?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
Newcastle are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Danger averted for now. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Rafinha. And the pass is intercepted. Tonali. And it's Linton. It's a pretty loose pass. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. It's played through for him. Now it's Yamal, played in with purpose. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No way through. Koundé. Pedri. And Koundé. And it's De Jong. And it's Olmo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Xiao. Now Tonali. Oh, Red, nice interception. Could move up a gear here. He's... And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Tonali.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Barnes. And it's Joelinton. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Danny Olmo. Can he get it through?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Koundé. Played into space. Now it's Barnes. Barnes stood his ground strongly.
La asistencia
Tonali.
este partido asciende a 98.004 espectadores.
Almost an hour gone. Great vision. It's a promising position. The ball has bounced loose now. Chance to deliver. And he was alert to it. Danny Olmo played down the flank. And he's had a hit! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Hall. Barnes does have his name on the score sheet, of course. De Jong. To Cancelo. Out to the right. Yamal. Ramsdale breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Newcastle couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. He's going for goal! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
De Jong. Elanga. Joelinton. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He is through here. Elects to cross. Terrific header. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
A case now of complete control. De Jong chooses to go crossfield. Now it's Yamal. Barnes. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He's found a way through. And he's on his way. And how did he not make it four?
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Newcastle can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
And he's in on goal. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he shoots! Great football, shot and save.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Tonali plays it short. Flings in across. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And this is Lewandowski. That's a good ball out wide. De Jong. Judge, surely! Now it's Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Pedri. João Cancelo. This is De Jong. And this is Lewandowski! It's off target and by quite a way.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Cambio de jugadores.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And that's going to be a booking.
Barcelona really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they kind of...
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. De Jong, good running, strong and purposeful. And it's Koundé. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just 5 minutes left. Pedri. Yamal. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Murphy, and it's Joelinton. Dani Olmo, pass somewhat off target. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he's picked it up out wide. Can he finish? He's got a goal! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Newcastle are having a ball here.
There they go, hunting again.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Tonali. Joelinton. Murphy.
That was lovely, that.
He's got away. Nice control. Murphy's cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Rafinha. Thiaw cuts it out. Burn. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nicely weighted ball. Dani Olmo. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.